Why? Easy. Yeah. You know what I holla? Do you know what I holla? Yeah. You know the itty bitty city by the water that's steady getting taller. Vallejo. You don't understand. You ho.
Welcome.
Check it out, though.
Ted Bundy, you bitch. Shower curtain, wrap your hoe. It's the White Bronco Show.
Welcome to the White Bronco Show. If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow Tommy at Uncle Tios and Ninos. You can follow me at Big Happy Trees. You can also like our fan page on Facebook, The White Bronco Show.
Sorry for the late start. We have a huge event. Something happened to one of our co-hosts. We'll get to that in a second.
It's terrible.
We'll get to that in a second. I should have done this in the first two episodes, but I kind of want to explain that gangster-ass intro song that we have. It's a rap song with some mafia violins over it.
Some beautiful Mac Dre.
Yeah, definitely. And we're definitely going to do an episode on Mac Dre, Bay Area rap, The Gift, all of that. But mixing mafia gangster shit with rap brings to mind my uncle, Don the Hitman Parkins. He's a comedian up in Spokane, Washington, and I'd been doing comedy for 3 years. Never knew anything about this part of the family. And then last year, we had a family reunion for the first ever Mark's family reunion. And I found out that I have like a cousin. I call him my uncle because it's more like mafia-ish to call him my uncle. But he's like my cousin, and he's been a comedian for 30 years, owns his own comedy club, and has like a legendary story of how he started in comedy. He originally started 6 private security companies in Las Vegas, and then he met Kenny Rogers, and Kenny Rogers put him on stage one night.
6 separate private security companies.
And then he was doing also private security on the side for Kenny Rogers, and then Kenny Rogers pretty much like threw him on stage, and that first night they gave him the name Don the Hitman because like he just went up there and did like 25 minutes and crushed it. And now he owns his own comedy club. I called him, got in touch with him, added him on Facebook. We have a ton of mutual friends. And then I go up there. I didn't really know what to expect. I hadn't looked at his Facebook or anything. I go in the back, and this is the mafia. I'm not even Italian, but this is like the mafia gangster uncle I always wished I had.
Well, I was going to say.
The room is painted red, gangster as fuck, Scarface and Godfather posters everywhere. He's like smoking on a cigar. He's like not lighting. He just fucking throws it across the room. He's like yelling at the guy who's headlining on the phone the whole time. It was the best shit ever. So look forward to Don. We're either going to do an interview up in Spokane, record it and come back, or try to catch him when he's in town on the road. All right, but let's get to the big news, you guys. We had a late start for a couple reasons. First one, I had to put my dog, Rooney, to sleep today.
Oh,
she was 9 years old. It's horrible.
I'm so sorry, man.
It's horrible. We'll pay tribute to her at the end. But my mom's always said when, you think you've had it rough, someone out there has it much rougher than you. And you know what? Tonight, that is our missing co-host, Ryan Morford. Guys, he came down with AIDS. So he's not here.
Let's get serious for a second.
Yeah, let's not get serious. Or let's get serious because you know what? If he does return, he'll be strong and he won't be physically weak. And I guess he'll become pretty much like the Magic Johnson of the radio game.
We can only hope.
Yeah, I hope so. But you know what? Like, I think all the fans out here know, if you listened to the first episode, he probably had this coming because he did kind of wish death upon his fiance's grandpa for the house. So, like, not a big surprise that he got AIDS.
Karma is coming back to strike him a little bit after wishing the death of his poor soon-to-be father-in-law.
That's true. But let me tell you one thing. If he ever wants to smoke weed with us again, that's only going to happen if he is putting condoms on the bongs.
If that.
Yeah, if that. We're not passing him the joint. Sorry, buddy. And let me tell you something. If you ever, and I know you're listening, and if you ever come over to my house and you shit blood, just tell me the truth, be honest, and I'll move. All right? That one goes out to you. You can call in if you ever come back to that one.
You don't think he did this just to get on disability, do you?
That's right around the corner. Definitely doing it to help get that weed card that he got turned down for the first time.
It would be following the pattern.
You know what? Everyone kind of knows this around the neighborhood, but he was famous for not wearing flip-flops at the men's YMCA showers. So I don't know how he got it officially, but I kind of am assuming maybe that's how he got it.
It's possible. I mean, there's so many different ways you can contract it.
You know what? You know what's funny? He played college baseball and D1, right? So I always assumed this guy's probably going to get AIDS or at least hepatitis B from steroid needles. You know what I'm saying? Because D1ers, of course, you're juicing. They're not testing for that.
On the rampant gay sex scene in college D1 baseball.
That's true, but he wouldn't have been on the top out there because he was in Hawaii with a bunch of big Tongans. So
I think they've had a cure that's come up recently, at least for HIV, or at least I've heard it's come out of Africa, where they're saying that if you have sex with a virgin, then
that's out of South Africa. You're right.
They say they've known that for years.
I think that
for some reason it's been covered up.
But yeah, no, that's something they're rediscovering in the Bible. And I think that's been said before. But hey, Morph, you know what? We know you're out there listening, buddy, and you lived your life kind of like Pee Wee Herman in a dark movie theater. You know, you always had your cock out in the wrong place, the wrong time, and I'm sorry, you know, but I'm not sorry because, to tell you the truth, men and women all know this. Since high school, Morph has had a sex life that can only be compared to, like, I don't know, Elton John in the 80s. So it was just a matter of time before it caught up with him.
Like Morrissey after the Smiths.
Yeah, great reference. But one other thing about his weird sex life, he did have a lot of sex with everyone, and the weird thing is he thought he would never catch anything because sheepskin condoms would make him exempt. But obviously they didn't protect you from anything, buddy. And they just kind of made your whole fucking house smell like, I don't know, burnt gyros.
Oh, God, was that the smell?
Yeah, someone was microwaving gyros. God. You know what? A positive note about him getting the AIDS. AIDS blanket just got a D1 athlete.
Yeah, another spot on the AIDS quilt. It's true.
It's very true.
It's true.
But
I told him all about alcohol swabs.
I don't think a lot of people know this, but he lived his whole childhood in Vegas. So it seems kind of fitting that he caught AIDS, you know?
It does fit right.
AIDS is kind of a Vegas thing, if you ask me. But hey, you know what? He'll squeeze anything he can out of anything. And you know what? I know he's already probably contacted Make-A-Wish. So he could meet his longtime hero, Clay Aiken.
We can only hope. We can only hope his wish gets granted.
We hope that happens. But you know what, guys? To tell you the truth, Morph doesn't have AIDS, okay? He sent us a text and he said, "Oh, God's not going to be there. Whatever you do, don't make AIDS jokes." I have no clue why he would say that, but he did, and he set himself up. But the truth is, the reason he's not here, his best friend, and we all know him, he's a midget, and his name is Martin.
Of course, Martin.
Yeah, Martin. And Martin tonight had surgery that pretty much it's a surgery that, to put it in simple terms, stretches you out. You know what I mean? So Morph has a comfy, cozy silver PT Cruiser, and you know Marty needed a friend and needed a ride home from the hospital. So Morph, thank you for giving Marty a ride.
You're a really good guy, Mark.
Yeah, you're a good guy. Sorry for the age jokes. Marty, this one goes out to you. And you know, let's hear a word from our first sponsor.
This portion of the White Bronco Show is brought to you by LegalZoom.com. This month at LegalZoom, use promo code WhiteBronco to receive half off all suicide pacts and euthanasia agreements. LegalZoom.com.
Thank you, LegalZoom. Real quick story here. This weekend, I was invited to a birthday party, right? And it was sent on an Evite, and it was at this nice location where they do like nice events at this park. It's called Chevron Park, and it's next to like this Chevron oil refinery. It's really nice, okay? And I think employees can have private events there. I was invited to this guy who's on my soccer team's birthday party. His name's Scott. So I brought him a card, and I had a soccer game afterwards with a different team. So I kind of showed up in like soccer clothes, shorts, t-shirt, kind of like slippers, you know? And I thought everyone would be out on the grass, you know, playing soccer, having fun. I walk up, I'm walking up, and everybody is very well dressed. Really well dressed, okay? And what's about to happen when I walk into this situation, there's like where all the food is, and everyone's kind of like inside.
Are we talking tuxedos and we're eating shrimp cocktails?
Well, what's going to happen is like I kind of felt like Tom Green in like maybe Freddy Got Fingered, because this shit is so bizarre. So I walk in, and I walk up to this lady, and I'm like looking around, and they're putting all the food away. I'm like, what the fuck? This birthday party's over? And then I'm like looking, and everyone's like kind of giving me a weird look, like, what's this guy doing here in soccer shorts? And I'm definitely looking for food. Like I'm always looking for food. Okay. And and this lady comes up to me, and she goes, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm here for Scott." She's like, "Scott? You're here to see Scott?" I'm like, "Yeah. Well, where is he?" I'm here for. She's like, "Do you want to talk to his mom?" And I'm like, "Well, sure. Yeah." She's like, "You want? I don't know where she is. Like, what?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's Scott's birthday." She's like, "It's Scott's birthday." She's like, "What do you mean?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, This is a funeral for Scott."
Oh no.
And I checked once I left the parking lot. This birthday is on 2 weeks from now. It's on the 21st. I thought it was last Saturday, and I showed up to this fucking park area where they have private events, coincidentally, to a Scott's funeral. And the first lady I talked to, the confusion between us, I was like, "Yeah, Scott, like, where's all the food going?" And she's like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, she's like, "Scott, you want to talk to Scott's mom?" And then another lady walked up who's really nice, and she's like, what do you mean? You're here for Scott? I'm like, "Yeah, Scott's 40th birthday." It was so...
So they buried him at an oil refinery?
No. That's where like the reception was after the funeral. And then I look around, and I'm like, holy shit. And then the ladies are like, "This is the craziest coincidence ever. I can't believe that." Like, yeah, you're and I had Scott written on his birthday card.
Did you spend a lot of time proving to them?
But I was like,
it was an honest
crazy guy, like going through, like looking for a plate of food. Like, no, I'm here for Scott's 40th. No big deal. And people are like, "What the fuck?"
How long did you stay after the confusion was settled?
But there was no food, and I was just like, I immediately left.
So not long.
There was a sort of an intimate moment between me and the first lady. Thought about sticking around and pulling like a Will Ferrell Wedding Crashers, but no, I don't do that. So I left. It was fucking insane.
Would have made her feel better.
Yes, and I'm sorry. That story wasn't funny. It was just weird, but I had to share it. We're going to go to break real quick, and we'll be right back, guys. White Bronco Show.
Easy. Yeah. Yeah, holla. Do you know that I holla?
We're back.
Yeah, holla.
White Bronco Show. We got a caller. We're gonna take a call real quick before
First caller.
Yeah, we got an interview. It's actually about dogs, but let's take this call. Caller, who the fuck's this?
Hello.
Welcome to the White Bronco.
Can I talk to my Teal?
This is Tia.
Where you been?
We're here every Wednesday. Where you
been?
Where are you calling from?
Do we know this person?
Calling from North Hollywood. You were supposed to be here like 2 hours ago.
Well, you know what I like to do. I like you to have a bottle.
Teal, you were supposed to bring my cabeza tacos and chicharrones.
Look,
they're gonna kill me.
Ice down a bottle of NyQuil. Put some ice cubes on your asshole. Lay next to a Barbie doll. I'll be there in 2 hours.
No.
I've told you about these nefarious friends you keep.
I do.
They're gonna kill me.
Hey, what's your name, caller?
It's Jory.
Oh, Jory.
Jory, are you a man or a woman?
I'm fucking over this.
All right, Jory. Hey, we gotta get to this interview. Thanks for calling.
Okay.
I'll see you in the sauna. All right, hey,
That was weird.
that guy found us on Craigslist, definitely. But that's all right. Hey, first caller, it's not gonna be a gem.
It's only gonna get up from here.
That's
It's
why we
only
ignored
going up
calls
from
in the
here.
first 2 episodes. But hey, we'll keep taking your calls. Keep calling in. Guys, Aaron, we're gonna keep the episode going kind of with a theme of dogs in honor of my dog. Aaron actually did an interview, a very sketchy interview for the show. He was actually met at a location, blindfolded, taken to a location, and he got to interview a man named Rodrigo Flaquito Fuentes, who runs a very interesting family business. So we're going to go play that interview for you guys right now. Hope you guys enjoy.
I am here somewhere deep in Riverside County, and I'm here with, what is your name, sir?
You can call me Flaquito, but my real name is Rodrigo Flaquito Fuentes.
Now, Rodrigo.
Junior!
Now, Rodrigo, you brought me here to talk about your family business. Can you describe it a little bit?
Do you want some orange juice? You good? Okay.
I'm okay.
Yes, let me just start by saying, anytime I talk about my family, I am honored, and I'm honored to be on your show. And even if you cut stuff out, like regardless,
We'll leave everything in.
you're making my family proud.
Now, what does your family do exactly?
We run a business, a dog fighting company.
A dog fighting company.
Yeah, it's specialized. We dog fight, but like I have 218 members in my family, and we all in my family agree that Mexicans are over Chihuahuas. And if like my family can speak for all Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? Because we're big enough. So speaking on behalf of all Mexicans, like we're over Chihuahuas, okay? And you know what? Dog fighting Chihuahuas, it's a new thing.
I can see that.
You can see like, oh, that's kind of cool or whatever, but it's actually a hybrid sport because I don't know if you're familiar with cockfighting, but they put little shanks on the cock's feet, and like the cocks, they shake each other. So what we have done is we put little shanks on our Chihuahua's feet, and it's like a dog fight, cockfight, and for Chihuahuas.
Do you see a lot of deaths in these dog fights?
There's deaths from time to time. Right now, the reigning champion in Riverside County is a dog named Sprinkles, and Sprinkles is 11-0, and she has one eye since fight 6.
What would you say the future of Chihuahua razor fighting is, in your opinion?
Oh, los futures. What me and my family and the whole Chihuahua dogfighting community hope is that we can finally be accepted by the YouTubes.
I see.
We want to make YouTubes, man.
Well, Flaquito, I really hope that the exposure that you're going to gain from the White Bronco Show will get you a little
And
bit
hey,
closer
let me just
to
say
that.
something to your listeners, dog. Like, you might think like this is bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, losing dogs is bad, but they're not dogs, man. They're Chihuahuas, okay? And I gotta make a living, dog. My family's gotta eat. You know what I'm saying?
I completely understand.
And like, the cops might come. I'm gonna fight Chihuahuas, regardless.
Completely understandable.
So, if I can't really like say how to find us and stuff like that, but just like getting the word out there, like different ways, underground. Like you can talk to me at the flea markets. My girl sells Native American jewelries. She's Native American.
Is there big money? Is there big action that goes down at these fights?
Huge action, and it's like a medicinal weed clinic, man. It's cash only, bro. And we'll take that. We'll take Mexican cash too, dog.
Oh, you'll take all my pesos?
We'll take pesos, man. It's all good. So, I can't say how to find me, but I want to say thank you for the interviews.
Well, Flaquito, thank you so much for having me, and I'm gonna ask if it's okay that I take off this blindfold now.
No, dog, leave it on. Leave the blindfolds on him.
Okay.
Don't let him see the warehouse, the facility. What an interview.
Flaquito was one of the most interesting interviews I've ever had.
You went blindfold?
Well, I had found Flaquito. He had reached out to me about promoting the business, and I agreed to meet him at a Chevron not too far off of Jurupa in Riverside. And from there, he blindfolded me. And
how were the fights, though? You make any money?
Didn't let me see the fights. Had to keep the blindfold on. Heard the fights. Did make a few bets, but they told me I lost. So I.
Well, hey, guys, we had a sponsor, Fat Tuesdays, and we haven't heard from her, and she hasn't paid up. So basically, I got her on the line right now, and I want her to kind of explain, where she's been and why she didn't fund the show this week, because we really had to scrounge our pennies to get this thing out. Let's go to her right now. Tuesday, baby. Where you been?
Oh, hey, Tommy, how you doing?
Jesus, you told us your mouth, your pussy. It's the shows. Where's the money?
Well, my mouth and pussy will always be yours, Tommy, but I've had things have been going a little bit better for me. I did have the clap last month.
Okay, hey, my dog died. I don't need your motherfucking excuses. I need your money. You gave me your commitment. You gave me your word. That's better than your pussy in your mouth. And if they're not working, the money's still working, because the word works over your pussy and your mouth. And you know that.
Well, listen, baby, I'm sure we could work something out, because my pussy has gotten a whole lot better.
Okay, good. Well then, hey, listeners, get down to Fat Tuesdays. She lives on Central and 9th, apartment 9G.
9G.
Yeah, knock 3 times, and that's kind of just how you use the White Bronco code. And
I'll take care of you, baby.
Thank you, baby, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
All right, well, I guess the show sponsor is back up. And also always sponsored by Voshus. Check out Voshus.com for T-shirts and tits. They don't have titty pictures up yet, but they should soon. And real quick, to end the episode on a sentimental thing, the only thing that really got me through today, putting my dog to sleep, was relating to one of my favorite movie scenes in film history, and that is the scene where Mr. Miyagi's dad has just died in Karate Kid 2, and Daniel-san comes out on the cliff as he's sitting there very emotionally and gives him a speech that can honestly help heal anyone who has lost someone close to them. So enjoy this clip, guys. Sorry to bum you out at the end, but you will like it and love it. And we'll see you next week on the White Bronco Show.
When my father died, I spent a lot of time thinking I wasn't such a great son. Like maybe I could have listened a little more, spent some more time with him together. I felt so guilty, like he did everything for me and I didn't do anything for him. And then one day I realized I did the greatest thing for him before he died. I was there with him, and I held his hand, and I said goodbye.